right, still in the Punch newspaper, major headline this morning, Ortom petitions IG over assassination attempt. Adamu assigns probe. That story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Benue governor presents petition to police chief in Abuja after villa visit. As well, let's talk about Ortom, the assassination attempt, and the current bickering between him and, of course, the spokesperson of the Fulani Kota Haure.
Main talking point, issues around security. They are bound. Governor Ortom was in Abuja 2 days now. The first day he met with the president, and he said he got assurance. He had a heart-to-heart with the president on the activities of killer headsmen around the Benue River and the attack on him, and that the president ordered a full-scale. He was happy that the president ordered a full-scale investigation, and then he met with Inspector General of Police yesterday, IGP Adamu, and submitted a formal petition. To tell the IG that this happened to me. I want you to investigate. The IG said he had already sent a team, of specialized investigators, from the FCID to go to Benue. But he also said that he will now hand over the investigations to the DIG in charge of the Federal Investigations and Intelligence Bureau of the Police. DIG Tijani Abba. So that's probably maybe the second or the third highest police officer in the country. His eyes are now on that incident. We expect that investigation will unravel quickly. What now happened to Governor Ortom that Saturday. What Governor Ortom has said is from the horse's mouth. Some people believe him. A lot of people think that maybe it was probably exaggerated. But Governor Ortom has said that he doesn't wish what happened to him to happen to anybody else. Because he probably saw it by himself. Yesterday, the Mieti Allah reacted, to Governor Ortom's situation, and the Mieti Allah said they don't believe Governor Ortom. The Fulani nationalist movement that claimed responsibility for the attack is Governor Ortom's own creation. That was what National Secretary of Mieti Allah
Hotel Hori,
yes, Saleh Al-Hassan said yesterday. It was a very wide-ranging interview with the Punch Online, and I listened to it throughout, over an hour long. And some of the comments the man made got me standing up from my seat. I was listening with the editor on Twitter, and we're just jumping about. Because I said that these comments are incredible. He kept saying that Governor Ortom planned this. That he was the one that planned it. That every time Governor Ortom wants to make a national announcement, he plans something. Wow. And then once that happens, the Fulani nationalist movement will come and speak about it. That is clearly Governor Ortom's creation. He also said that he remembers very well when Governor Samuel Ortom buried empty caskets in order to gain international sympathy over an issue that happened in Benue State. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago. So you can see there's a divide between even the Fulani leadership and Governor Samuel Ortom. It might not be the nationalist movement. We don't. That one thing is a strange group, because they always appear once in a while. But essentially, even the leadership of Mieti Allah and Governor Ortom are strange bedfellows. The Mieti Allah complained that already in Benue State, herders can't even do anything because of the governor's anti-grazing law and the forest guards the governor have put all over the place. So it's impossible for even herdsmen to even pass through that road where the governor said he was attacked. Those are their own claims. But Governor Ortom has petitioned the police. The police is looking at it. This is kind of matter where you think that quickly enough you like to see action. You like to see a police report. The other day, Colonel Hembe, the security advisor to Governor Ortom, said 3 Jukun fishermen have been arrested over the incident. That was what he said. But again, the head of Operation Wellstroke, the military operations in the Benue River, said nobody was arrested. So there's a conflicting statement about that.
Wow. And even the Fulani spokesperson said those are his people. People that claim, yes. Ortom is familiar with.
Yeah, but the Juku and the thieves have been at each other's throat for years. Then another elders forum, and the other usual suspects are Ferry Middle Belt Forum, even the PFN, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, have all complained, in the last 24 hours about the state of security in this country. I like to listen to them because they are driving at a point, and they are reminding the president that the country is falling apart, because of the security crisis almost everywhere now. In the east, we saw
in different parts.
Yesterday, I read a story before I left here of kidnappings in Abuja.
Yes.
4 people were kidnapped in their houses. They went to knock on their doors at an estate owned by the Federal Capital Territory Authority. and took them, 4 of them, and then in 1 hour, the kidnappers demanded ransom, 200 million. That's how much they wanted. So you can see that it's coming, according to one of my friends, it's coming home to roost. Wow. Really, because once kidnapping starts on this scale in Abuja, you know that you'll now be unsafe to go to the FCT.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yes. And then look at what happened in the East yesterday. The military against Eastern Security Network. And people died. Even though the ESN is saying show us the bodies, nobody died.
But we saw the bodies.
But we heard that the military in Abia State, and about 16 or 11 people were killed. So it's a death story that rampages the land. You know, everywhere you look, somebody is dying from one criminal activity or one violence or the other. And that is why the spokesman for Northern Elders Forum, Akin Baba Ahmed, said that if I want to advise President Bola, I'll tell him, smell the coffee. The country is falling apart under your watch. You know, I know the presidency doesn't like to reply to Northern Elders Forum, but sometimes maybe they should listen to the message rather than the messengers. Because feminization have called them clumsy, old busybodies. You know, that was how I referred to the Northern Elders Forum. You know, and the government doesn't react to what they say. But the Northern Elders Forum are always in the news, and they're always calling Nigeria's attention to the state of security in this country.
All right, time to read. That's just a major talking point that we need to address this morning. Yes, Buhari Tinubu reported rift handwork of mischief makers that's by the presidency.
Yeah, that story broke yesterday, and may I ask myself that there's no smoke without fire. Nobody has complained that Buhari and Tinubu are no longer friends.
Yes,
but the president came up to say they are still friends. That claims of reports that they are fighting each other or there's a rift between them is clearly the work of mischief makers, especially in the media, who trump up these claims to make it appear like both men are not seeing each other. That their relationship is not just on the basis of the political allies, but also a personal friendship. You know, that's what the presidency said in the statement. You know, but the report is that President Buhari and Bola Tinubu, his closest ally in the APC, the 2 men that brought the APC together, haven't sat down or seen eye to eye in 14 months. That's even before the pandemic. You know, they haven't, maybe we'll blame pandemic now, but President Buhari visits people every day. You know, and even me here, I see that if I go to Abuja, I go and see my friend Fidel Castro. I go to his house. You know, for 14 months I've seen Castro more than 5 times. So, if President Buhari and Bola Tinubu are not just political allies but close friends, and they live in the same country and they haven't seen each other in 14 months, people are likely to say that on purpose.
There's an issue.
You know, but the presidency denied. He said that even though we don't see Bola Tinubu too much in the villa, it's because he's not a cabinet member. You know, and that was how the matter was dismissed. You know, but trust us in the media to always report these issues when they come up.